There's this group of men and women known as Kekistanis. I am a member of the Republic of Kekistan group on Facebook. And I have seen some of the most deplorable, disgusting, and absolutely funny shit that I've ever seen anywhere from this group of keyboard warriors. Now, what I'd like to talk about is, first of all, their main beliefs. Kekistanis range, I mean, basically anybody can claim to be a Kekistani. Kekistan is a made-up country. Kekistan is an internet country. And it was made up by some guys who have alt-right views and love to piss people off. It was made up by a bunch of trolls, actually. And I do have to acknowledge that the Angry Bong is in the chat room. Mr. Seeker, proud to have you here. Unfortunately, I'm on the old school Spreaker console, so I can't do any Skypeage. But yeah, it'd be pretty fun to get your views on Kekistan. So these guys have adopted this frog by the name of Pepe, who they've named Pepe. And they've adopted this guy, or this frog, from a drawing that a cartoonist made that had nothing to do with them. But they thought it was cool. Now they also have a national anthem. It's a song from Italy. It's called Châtelet. I'm going to be playing their national anthem here in just a moment, me being the prepared sort. I do not have it at this moment, but I'm going to talk about these guys for a minute while I get my shit together. So, the Kekistanis, a lot of them like to piss people off. A lot of them like to come up with these memes which are basically atrocious and against the alt or against the leftist movement. And these guys just seem to live to troll. But there's also a quite a bit of a like a purpose with these guys. And the purpose for these guys is basically to fight what they consider to be the alt-left evil, or the left evil. Now, I gotta say, I'm no big fan of the left-wingers. I'm no big fan of these folks who like to have safe spaces and shit. When I was growing up, a safe space was when you went home, when the streetlights came on. That was your safe space. And it had nothing to do with feelings being hurt or anything like that. That's just what you did. You went home. So, I understand feelings. I understand that people have these emotions, and I understand that there's a lot of people who do not agree with Donald Trump and agree with how the world is today. But by watching these people... Wow, and my screen just went black. Ah, there it goes. By watching these people try to just enforce and impress their damn will on everybody and tell everybody that they have to be this way and that way, and that they have to do things this way and that way. And basically, that is the antithesis of what America is all about. The antithesis of what America is all about is basically what these left-wingers are doing, which is trying to stifle free speech. And I just cannot, for the life of me, understand why these folks are getting such media push. Because that's all it is. It's the media. The media tells people, you need to act a certain way. The media tells people that they need to be sensitive in this way or that. That they need to basically do all of these, change all of these things, feel guilty for who they are. And they make this whole thing up about, they just make this whole thing up about basically nothing. It's as if they're testing their limits. It's as if they're testing their limits to see, gee, how far can we go? You know? How far can we go? And let's see if we can make them accept guys peeing in a girl's bathroom. Let's see if we can make them accept all of these different ideologies and different points of view that go against not only nature, but that go against the very essence of why we are here. Now, I'm not saying be a dick for being a dick's sake, and I'm not saying to bother people, you know, with these terrible atrocities and perform. I'm just asking for a little bit of fucking parody. I'm asking for two sides to every story. Because what I notice is that, yes, there are left-wing idiots and there are right-wing idiots. There are idiots of every ilk. There are idiots of every sort. There are idiots of every color. Sometimes it doesn't matter what these people believe in, like these attacks over in London. Okay, so if we find out it's a Muslim, what do we do about that? What do we do about that? People are saying we need to kick Muslims out of all of our countries. Granted, it's like my old blue shoes theory. If you see someone robbing a bank with blue shoes, and you see people with blue shoes doing terrible, terrible things to other people, then next time you see someone with blue shoes on, you're going to be on the lookout. I get it. It's human nature. It's human nature to lump people together based on experience. Based solely on experience. But the left-wing media has gone the other way. And they are lumping people together based on pure speculation and what they think. Now, this group of Kekistanis, I guess you could say, this group of people who've come together, group of internet trolls and basically people who've decided that they want to go up against the left-wing regime and the left-wing media and everything else, I agree with their basic premises. I agree that this country needs a kick in the ass. I agree that people need to stop being so polite and start getting real, as Bunham and Murphy would say. I don't believe in participation trophies. I believe in winners and losers. And I believe if you're a loser, you learn from that. And I believe if you're a winner, you learn from that too. It's basically all just bullshit. All this liberal shit is bullshit. And yes, Kekistanis fight against it. But it's the same thing as when I went to a white pride Facebook group. And it says, yeah, we're proud to be white. I'm like, that's great. Okay, cool. That's wonderful. Proud to be white. Okay. Finally, people are actually backing a European Anglo, because there's just been so much hatred against white folks lately. Just complete hatred. If you mention something that is completely like factual. Like there are more people that commit crimes in a certain place. There are more people who do these things in a certain area of the world than others. People will come back and say, that's racist. What's racist about a fact? There is an immigration problem in this country. There are people who are here illegally. There are people who are here by breaking the law. There are people who are here who should be doing things the right way, like my dad did. My dad immigrated here from the Philippines. His dad. They all became citizens. They all became immersed in the American way of doing things. It is not a country where you come in and you just go, all right, we're taking shit over. We're going to do things our way. No, you got to have some sort of, in my opinion, you got to have some sort of want to assimilate. And a lot of people do. It's just the ones that are getting the attention are the ones who don't want to. Now, here in Southern California, like maybe Debbie can tell you in Texas, I think she's up in Texas, maybe north of the border, but there is a problem with a lot of people who are coming to the country illegally and not doing things the way it's would. And then Donald Trump comes in and says, hey, let's follow the law, and people lose their minds. I don't get it. I understand the struggle. I understand the struggle of refugees. I get it on a philosophical level. I get the struggle of refugees. But the problem is when you get too many people rallying for the refugees, you all of a sudden forget excuse me, you all of a sudden forget that these refugees, some of them, can be dangerous. That some of these folks are not coming here to work. Some of these folks are coming here to fucking take shit over, destroy things, make their mark. I don't think that makes me a racist. I think that makes me an observant human being. Because I've seen it. Human history, human behavior. You see something, you learn from it. Or it shapes you, it molds you. When I was a kid, I had my ass kicked all the time. Yeah, big surprise to those people who've known me for a long time here on Spreaker. You're probably like, I wasn't surprised. I grew up in a neighborhood that was mostly Latino, and I got my ass kicked for being white. I have a unique set of skills here. I have a unique set of skills. I have faced the people who are racist. I have faced people who don't like me because of the color of my skin. I have seen this firsthand. And I think it's stupid. Debbie Daly asked me in the chat room, do I see color? Of course I see color. I'm not fucking colorblind. I see color. I can acknowledge when someone is black and when someone is white and when someone is brown. What I think you meant, my dear, by that question is, when I look at someone, is it the first thing that pops into my mind? Is it the first thing that pops into my mind? And honestly, yes, it is. Just like when, because appearance, because it's your skin. Because it's your skin. And that's the thing. That's all it is it's your skin. Yeah, I'm going to notice it, but it's not what I judge you upon. I don't want to see somebody who's black and go, that guy's black, I'd better walk across the street. No, I've known enough African American guys and girls